Hello friends, it's been quite a while since I've done an update video. Obviously the COVID thing has caused some things to not go on, but I still have been trying things and researching things. So I wanted to do a short update today on life in general, what's been going on and the things I've tried. I've tried several new things on the parasites. So the life update is I just hit 40 pounds weight loss this week, and so um, it went really fast. No sugar and one meal intermittent fasting for 2 months, and then for a month I lost like a pound a week, and that was it. And I was still really hungry all the time, and I was frustrated because I didn't know why I kind of hit a wall. And then I started adding a few new things to my supplements, and then I started losing again. So I just for like I hit 35 pounds, and then a month I didn't lose anything, like half a pound a week, a pound a week for a month, and then I've been able to actually eat more the last few weeks, and I've actually lost weight even eating more. And I haven't necessarily been sleeping as much as I'd like to, just with everything that's been going on. But the fact that I've been able to eat more and still lose a little bit of weight, I mean, it's been hard, especially the last week or so, since my youngest daughter came home from remission. So just the food update, the diet update. I'm still trying to do intermittent fasting, but it's really hard with several people home now. I have to cook for them and trying new recipes, just trying to keep it interesting and fun for her to be home and cooking all her favorite foods. Like today we tried a recipe, shrimp recipe that my daughter sent us. From another country, and it was interesting, but I normally wouldn't eat shrimp. It's too fatty for my liver issues, and so but they're home, and so I tried it and I did eat some of it. So it's been kind of hard that way to eat as healthy as I would like to be eating, but I'm still losing weight, and I'm still going walking when I can. Like today we didn't walk, we had a lot going on, but like it seems to be about every other day we get out walking just with her home. It's been a little bit different. So that's the weight loss and health for that little update. And then the update on my daughter. So she was in New York, just across the bay from New York City, and she flew home Tuesday, and she had been in quarantine for 2 months while she was serving there. And she did complete a full 18-month mission. With the girls in our church go for 18 months and the men go for 2 years. But with COVID, a lot of the missionaries have come home, and she was actually, we had, I think, 7 or 8 missionaries from my family out, but with COVID, they had all been returned to the US and home except her, and she was the last one out. And then we just found out this week that one of them that came home from Thailand is actually going to be reassigned to within the United States in July. So some of the ones that came home that hadn't been out very long were actually going to go out to somewhere else. So that's an update there. And so she gave a report to my family through a Zoom meeting today, and that was fun for her. She's trying to kind of, as we quarantine for the 2 weeks, because when she came home, she had to go through 3 airports and 2 flights, and luggage handlers touching her bags and everything. So it's been really hard to, it was really hard to like try and quarantine her by herself, driving home for hours and hours in the car from the airport. We don't live near an airport. And so we just decided if she gets it, we're going to get it, because there's no way we can keep her distanced. I mean, I did put her on a blanket in the car, but just try to wipe her down her luggage. It's just, anyway, so we just took off the masks and decided we were just going to enjoy time together. Princess 4 came with me to the airport and decided to stay home. She just graduated with her bachelor's, so there's an update there. And Princess 4 just got her bachelor's and is applying for some jobs. She just this week is finishing up some online work for the job she was doing as a student, and is applying for a job today. In fact, one that she's really excited about. And so she was actually supposed to be on a service mission to Kiribati and an island, doing some microloans and some other things, and that was canceled. And then she was going to go in the fall, and that was also canceled. So we've had a lot of plans being kind of thrown around because of this COVID thing. So she's no longer going to be doing the service mission, but she still has plane tickets that she purchased that weren't under warranty. And so she's got this $1,000 plus credit for the flights that she needs to use. It's just kind of thrown her for a loop, the whole COVID thing. So she's kind of in a little uproar. The other family members are still working. All of them are still working at their jobs, and they're doing okay. They've been able to work from home or go in a private office and work there. So that's been wonderful, and they've all been healthy and doing well. And I hope all of you are doing healthy and well. But so we may, we still haven't even been home. She hasn't been home a week yet. So Tuesday will be a week. So we've still got over a week of quarantine, but she's been going through all of her stuff and sorting through what she wants to keep, and has gotten rid of a lot of stuff. And so I can't really donate it because we're still under quarantine. So we've got boxes and piles of stuff everywhere that we're going through, and trying on clothes and trying to get her wardrobe. As a missionary, she was wearing skirts and dresses all the time. So we've been trying to go through and find her some pants that she can wear, because those stores are all closed and we can't go out and get them anyway. So just been kind of a upheaval time. And we've been working. I'm still been helping a neighbor, and we've still been working in our yard and in the house. And so it's just been we've been really busy actually through this whole time. And so that's a life update. Everybody's still healthy so far, knock on wood, or she'll be healthy. But if she gets it, we're getting it, because we hugged her and got her in the car and drove hours and hours. And so if she was contaminated at the airport or in the airplane, we also probably have it from that experience. And then if she does get it, then we will probably get it, if we didn't get it already, from her clothing and her bags and everything. She did have on a N95 mask, but it was cutting her as she was wearing it. You have to, on the airplanes, you have to be wearing a mask, except they give you food and you have to eat and you're not wearing a mask. So it's kind of silly. And then also they sit every other person. So there's not a person next to you. So they sit somebody in the aisle and somebody in the window, and then there's an empty seat between every person, but the air is recycled. So I think it would be really hard if the plane's contaminated at any point during the day of use. I'm guessing that it's not going to be good for her. But so we're just praying that she won't get sick, and that we won't get sick from it as well. So there's that update. And then for the Parasite, I haven't done a Parasite update, but I have been trying new things. And so hopefully you're diligent enough to watch to the end for this. But so I had several things that I've been purchasing and buying online as I would research it. But I just didn't have time to be consistent taking it with everything that was going on. So right before I was quarantined myself before I went to get her, and Princess 4 hadn't come down yet. So for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I was kind of trying to stay indoors because I didn't want to get sick and not be able to go get her, because nobody else would be able to go get her, and then stay in quarantine because they're all working. So while I was home for those 2 weeks prior to going to get her, I decided I would try some of these other medications and things that I have researched or people have suggested and I've tried. So I am not suggesting in any way, shape, or form that anybody try this. And because one, they didn't work, but two, they aren't necessarily for humans. But people have suggested things online several times. Fenben has been used for anti-cancer treatment, and it's an antiparasitic for animals, but it's called fenbenzidol, and all those azoles. So we tried albendazole, we tried menbenzidol, and this is fenbenzidol. So they use it for horses, and they use it for dogs and cats, and I think cats, it's for sure for dogs, as a dewormer. And so several people have written me for a long time saying, try this protocol from this guy that uses this fenbenz for dogs on cancer. And it doesn't cure all cancers, but it cures many types of cancer. And I just wonder if the cancer is actually a tumor around a parasite of some kind or something. So the first thing I tried, which like I said, I'm telling you, don't try these. They are not for humans. But I had people write me and tell me that they'd tried them and they'd used them and they got cured. But I'm letting you know that I did try them just because there's no cure. We've tried everything. The doctors have tried everything. I've tried every herb I've researched. I've tried weird herbs. If you watch all my videos, you'll know that I've tried anything that anybody suggested. I always do research on it first and try and find out if humans have tried it, if it's been in trials, how much they took, how they took it, the best options. And I usually try it in one or two forms. Like I'll try it on the recommended dose for like an animal my size, and then I'll try it on the way like somebody has suggested or tried it. So once again, disclaimer, I'm not saying try this in any way, shape, or form. And frankly, they didn't work anyway. So I'm the guinea pig because I want to find a cure for this for my family. And I know that most of them have it. And so I'm willing to be the guinea pig because I have been diagnosed with it and I know they have all the symptoms so that we can try and figure out what to do. So this medication is called Corid. It's for sheep, and somebody suggested this about a year, maybe even a year and a half ago, and I researched it at the time. I talked to a vet about it, and I just kind of hesitated because I was trying all these other things that I'd purchased. I kind of have a lineup of, as people suggest them, I write them down, and then I take them in order, and I do some research, and I find out everything that I can, side effects, any kind of reactions, and if anybody's tried it with any luck. But somebody actually wrote in and said that they had luck with this for similar symptoms, and I did not. I tried this 2 full different times with different doses, and a full dose for the size of animal that I weigh, and it did not work. I didn't see any die-off. I didn't feel any die-off. I kind of actually felt like they were more active maybe, so it just irritated them, but I didn't have as much luck with it as I did with something like Pyrantel. Pyrantel really ticked them off, and they were burrowing all over the place when I took Pyrantel. So this did not seem to even irritate them at all. And I took it several different times over several. I actually tried it before this last time, one time before, but I think wasn't sure about the dose. And so I talked to a vet and just said, what size animal how much would you give this size of animal? And of course I didn't tell him I was doing it on me, but I just talked to him about the size and the recommended dose and how to dose it. And so I tried it twice, and there was no benefit at all. And while I was taking that, the first time I took it alone, the second time I decided to add some other things that might help with the parasites. So I took, everybody's asked, have I tried black walnut? I have tried black walnut in a lot of different mixtures, like an antiparasitic type of combination herb supplement. You mean every type of antiparasitic medication that you get has black walnut in it. And so I took this black walnut, which is from the company that I really, really love, their natural iron, and they've got a really good liver and a really good B vitamin that I really like from this company. I've been using this company for years for the iron supplement, and I've talked about it many times on my videos. It's called Spinal Touch formula, and it's the number, if you want to look into it, is 801-906-0287. And the guy, it's just a shop. He bought the company from somebody else, and it's just kind of a small mom and pop thing, but he bought it from another person that'd been running it for years. And I've been taking the iron one for years, and it's the only iron supplement that I have any luck with. I mean, I've tried all sorts of prescription and natural iron supplements, but this one is the one that has helped me the most for many, many years. In fact, most of my family's on it, and extended family and many friends I've told about it over the years because it really helps give me some energy. So that's the company that this is from. I don't think it's their problem at the black walnut. I don't I didn't see, I've tried black walnut several times in different antiparasitic combos, but this time I took it individually with the Corid and a few other things, and I didn't feel any major die-off. I didn't feel any, it's really hard because I've tried so many different antiparasitics that, yeah, there might be a little die-off if it's in the gut. The problem is you take the black walnut, it's in the gut, it will kill the ones in the gut. But the problem is, as soon as I take something they don't like in the gut, they all burrow out of the gut until it's gone, and then they'll burrow back in. So it didn't kill them off it in the whole body or anything. I didn't feel any major die-off from that. So I also was taking full spectrum wormwood, where wormwood is another antiparasitic. I thought maybe if I just combined all of the antiparasitic medications together at one time with that Corid, maybe it would work. So I took wormwood. I also took andrographis, which somebody else recommended. These are all things people have recommended, and I've tried them in combos, but I thought if I took them, oh no, it was graviola, I'm sorry. Andrographics, yeah, I did take andrographia, but I also took graviola. So I took black walnut, wormwood, graviola, andrographis, which is supposed to do antiparasitic stuff, and ashwagandha all at the same time. And I did not notice any die-off, and the parasites are worse than ever. So they burrow out of the gut, they burrow back in the gut, but it did not kill them in the periphery or in the other places. They're still burrowing in my teeth. And actually, this tooth is actually dying. I've talked for a long time about feeling them burrowing in my teeth, and lately they've been burrowing a lot more in my teeth, and you can see this tooth and this tooth are turning kind of a yellow color, and that's what my mother's did, that's what another member of my family did, that's what my neighbors did. And then eventually the more that they burrow, they turn like a yellowy and then blackish color, and then they fall out as the roots die because the parasites are burrowing in and out. And it will actually wake me up at night. I will feel them burrowing in my lips right just outside of the gums here, and it will feel like a pop rock kind of going off, and then I feel the teeth kind of shifting as they burrow in the area. And I've been talking about this for years, but it's gotten really, really bad, these teeth in front, over the last 3 months or 4 months. And I think you can see it just kind of looks yellowy, and it's getting worse. And I've tried to bleach them, and it's not working. It's from the inside, and I still have that little black line inside the other tooth from years ago when I could feel them burrowing in. So very, very sad, very, very frustrating that these medications, these herbs, they all work in the gut, but they're not working as because there are a lot of them are just in that hairline, in the hair follicle area, and then in the organs or tissues. I'll feel them burrowing in and out of the muscles. In fact, I think it could have been it was one or the other. I took the fenbenzidol or the Corid. I think it was the fenbenzidol. I felt them like burrowing a lot into the muscles. Not quite as bad as pyrantel, but more than any of the other stuff that I've taken. More than I didn't feel anything when I was taking a benzidol or some of the other ones. And so I did feel, I think it was the fenbenzidol, I did feel them burrowing into my muscles, especially in my legs. They were kind of feeling like I was feeling some burrowing. So it did irritate them, but it didn't kill them. Like I didn't have a Hersheimer's headache reaction or anything that I get sometimes with die-off. So I just bought the fenbenzidol from, you can buy it online. I researched several different places online, and they have a fenben website and a protocol what to take. You need to take it with some other things that will help you detox. And so they give you a list of all the things. If you're doing it for the cancer protocol, they give you a list of all the medications and things or vitamins that you should take it with in order to detox and help kill off the cancer. I can't say it did or didn't work for cancer because that's not why I was taking it, but I didn't feel like it was enough that I would bother buying it bulk and taking it again. I didn't feel like there was a major die-off or anything. It was just kind of like they were irritated a little bit. I think Pyrantel did a much better job of getting them irritated and maybe killing some off. So that's fenbenzidol and Corid were the two that I tried, and both of those were recommended many times, and other people had taken them. So once again, disclaimer, do not try them, don't take them. It didn't work for me. It might work for you. I can't say that it would or wouldn't work for you, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't recommend you trying something that's not for human consumption. But I'm trying to find a cure for myself and for my family. And so I don't even know what to tell you on the andrographis and I didn't feel like I've been taking andrographis for about a month. I've got a book on it, and I did feel I have felt like more energy, and I've been, like I said, something in the last few month or so. I didn't lose any weight last month, nothing. And then all of a sudden I started taking some other things, and this last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I started losing weight again. And some people say you hit a plateau or whatever, but I do think it was some of the things that I started taking. Now, I had been taking andrographs for about a month. I didn't see anything the first few weeks, but I don't know if that helped or that didn't help. What I think helped was I started taking I researched St. John's wort, and I took it years ago because I was reading it. When you take it with things, it will help you assimilate what you take it with. And so I take it with my multivitamins to help assimilate. And so I started taking that, and I also started taking, I did some research on evening primrose oil. Now, they did a study on cats, and the cats in the captivity, like wild cats, like tigers, lions, or whatever, they were not having healthy litters. And so they did a study, and they found out that the organ meats in the brain have more fat in them, and that the lioness of the pride, or the cats that killed the animals, they would get the organ meat and the brain, and they would be the healthiest cat to propagate healthy litters. And so they realized that the cats in captivity, they were feeding them lean meat, and they weren't feeding them the organ meat and the brain meat, which has fats in it. And so because I have an issue with fatty liver, I don't assimilate fats, and I don't eat very many fats. I eat very lean because the fats don't get digested well and cause stomach problems and yellow eyes with the fatty liver. And so I can't eat like coconut oils, and I don't eat, and butter I don't do well. I can't eat eggs at all. Like if I eat eggs, I'm really sick the next day. I actually ate some granola the other day that had coconut oil in it, and I didn't sleep all night. My liver area just hurt all night long. It kept me awake, like a painful sleep. And so I just can't eat fats. I try not to eat, even like shrimp is too fatty. I can't eat avocados, even though there's a healthy fat. My eyes go really yellow when I eat avocados. And so I thought that maybe because I don't assimilate the fats, that maybe I was having the similar problem with and so they've said that everybody needs to supplement with evening primrose. That's the oil that your body can assimilate in the healthiest way that mimics that. And so they gave the wild cats evening primrose, and then they all started having, and organ meats, and they all started having healthy litters again, instead of deformed or stillborn. And so I started taking evening primrose around the same time as I started being able to lose some weight. So I think something in the evening primrose is being assimilated, and my body's been holding on to the fats because it doesn't have the right kind of fats maybe. And so by taking the evening primrose, I think my body's allowing the fats to be gone and let go of holding on to those fats. Also, I still am not eating. I have eaten a little bit of ice cream since my daughter's been home, and that's probably why my eyes are looking so horrible, but I'm not feeling that great. But I still am not eating like sugar like I was eating. Like I stopped eating sugar. I had about this much Coke on the way home from the airport because I started getting a headache driving over mountain passes and stuff to get home from the airport. And so but that's the only amount of Coke I've had in the last 4 months. And so so I'm trying really hard to still eat healthy. I mean, my snacks are usually like celery or peppers. I do eat Still eat a little bit of pineapple, trying to help with the digestion. And I've also been drinking fermented drink, kombucha. I'm not quite sure how it's said. Everybody it says it differently, but so that seems, my gut health actually seems to be healthier in that. So that also and I've also been taking a lot more probiotics. So I don't do well when I eat yogurt, so I've been doing just probiotics in that form and also pill form. So it could be that my gut health is actually better, and that's helping me assimilate more of the vitamins, and then that's why I'm losing weight. So I still grind my, and I've also been taking more zinc and vitamin D's because of Corona. There's studies, you can research them, but there's a really good video by an Indian doctor, female Indian doctor, that talks about vitamin D and how important it is. And I've always, every time I've been tested, my vitamin D has been like chronically very low, like almost borderline unhealth, like the bottom of low. So I've been taking quite high doses of vitamin D and vitamin C, and then I've added more zinc, because of to absorb calcium. To absorb vitamin D, you need K and zinc. So I've been taking a supplemental vitamin K, sublingual, and I've been taking more zinc. So I think that the combination of the D and the evening primrose, and still grinding up my multivitamin and my mineral supplement, has also helps me assimilate it. So those are the things that I've been doing, and I've started actually losing weight again, which is great. And I wish I looked it though. People look at me and they don't even know I've lost 40 pounds. But I have seen it. The pants that I normally wear, I've lost 4 pant sizes, and the pants, if I wear the pants that I had been wearing for quite a few months, and I don't know, 6 months to a year, actually fall off me. They slide down. If I'm working in the yard or something, they'll slide down and almost fall off. So I started wearing a belt with them, and then I pulled out some pants I actually bought right before the shutdown of everything, that were 4 sizes smaller, because I thought they were cute and they were new, but at a secondhand store. So I'm like, I could fit into them, but they weren't really fitting well. But I thought, gosh, I'm losing weight, and hopefully I'll be able to fit into them. And so the pants were also big and falling off me, that I ended up putting those on yesterday, and they went up fine and felt great. And so that's 4 pant sizes down and 40 pounds down. So it's about 10 pounds per pant size. So that's good. So I may not look it, and people may not notice it, but the people who are closest to me have kind of said they've seen it, but I see it in this is looser, and my bra's looser, and my pants are definitely looser. They're falling off. So I've had to start wearing a belt if I wear the pants that I used to wear. So that's happy. Yay. So with all of that, I'm still trying new things. I'm still researching new things. I love it when people share things that might work, or that they have seen work or have thought about working. Not having great results with the parasites. They still wake me up at night. They still popping in and out of my mouth, my ears, my nose, my eyes, eyelashes, other areas. They're very active still, but I'm still hopeful that at some point I'll be able to find something that will work for them. And but it's been a really fun time having my daughters home and spending time with them, and I hope we don't get COVID, but I thought in case we do get it, I wanted to have this information out there in case something happens, because with the lung issues I have, I could not do well if I get COVID with this situation of her coming home. And so I thought I'd better make an update video and put it out there, so that at least if something happens to me, that people will know what I've tried and it will be out there. So I hope you're all doing well, and I will continue to research and do as I can and update as I can. And hopefully next time you see me, I'll have released some more weight, and you'll be able to tell that I've actually released some more weight. And and hopefully we don't get COVID. I'm just praying we don't get it. But anyway, I hope you're doing well and staying safe, and I will update as I can. So check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, and you can type in Parasite update and all those will come up. And I will also post a link on my Horsehair in Humans webpage, so you can link to this from there, and I'll just keep updating things I've tried on there. So I will put these 2 things on there and show that I've tried them, and to not waste your money and try them and your liver and whatever else they might affect, because they're probably not good for me. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.